Hello everyone. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm very great.
Yeah, that's great. Well, actually, today, of course, this beautiful Sunday, we're gonna have another very special guest, very special presenter, and he is Mr. Herdy, actually. By the way, Mr. Dennis, actually, I have created PowerPoint to introduce Mr. Herdy to the other participants. How should I share my PowerPoint?
Yes, you can. You can just click the share screen.
Oh, I can share. Oh, yeah, I can do it. Oh, yeah. I thought I have to be a co-host or something if I want to share. Okay. Can you see my screen, guys? Okay,
Yes.
first of all, before I introducing Mr. Herdy today, I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Dian, and I'm from Jakarta, and I'll be the moderator of today's meeting. And for today's guest, our special guest, please welcome Mr. Herdy.
Yeah. Hello, everyone.
Say hi, Mr. Herdy.
Hello, everyone.
Hi. All right. So Mr. Herdy is young. Yeah, I just found out that Mr. Herdy is as young as my younger brother, the 2000 generation. Okay, even younger than my younger brother. But although despite his young age, Mr. Herdy has a lot of work experience, and it is very fascinating. The first work experience is um, he became a financial risk management intern in PT Telekomunikasi Indonesia International. And I'm sure you all know this company, right? Because it's a very prominent company, which means he's great. And the second work experience he had is being a marketing intern in, again, the same company, PT Telekomunikasi Indonesia, last year. And he is also a script writer intern in PT Telekomunikasi Indonesia last year. What a wonderful job you had. And Mr. Herdy is a student right now, right, Mr. Herdy? He's still a student of
Yeah, I'm still student.
Telkom University. And you know what? Mr. Herdy has a lot of interests. One of them is traveling. He likes traveling, he likes watching movies, and he likes playing musical instruments. He likes traveling. I bet he likes traveling a lot, so that he wants to share his experience about traveling today with you all guys. Because today's topic is about inside the country with the most disciplined trade. So, Mr. Herdy, are you ready for that?
Yeah, like.
All right, so the time is yours. Enjoy the presentation, guys. The time is yours, Mr. Herdy.
Okay. Excuse me, Miss Dian. Could you unscreen, unshare the screen? Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, no. All right. Could you see my screen? Right here. Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, everybody. Yeah. Okay. My name is introduced by Miss Dian. Yeah, my name is Herdy Martin, and today I'm gonna share my experience about the insight the country with the most disciplined trade. In this presentation, I'm not gonna present about the. I'm gonna present about a country, a specific country that it is most likely to become my favorite country to travel to. And yeah, actually, this country I have visited twice. The first in 2017 while visiting my sister, and the last one is just recently in November last year. Before going further, I would like to anyone to try to give a shot about the country that I'm gonna uh, discuss with. I give three hints. The first is used to invade their original country, and the second is used to close border from international trade, and also and the third is yeah, next to South Korea. Is there anyone to give try? Is you can open your mic or just type it down on the meeting chat. Yeah, it's definitely
North Korea.
North
And
Korea, but yeah, the next one. Yeah, no, I can't I couldn't get there, North Korea. Yeah, Mr. Ravi and Mr. Valentina is right. Yeah, I am gonna share my student to Japan, traveling to Japan. Yes, as I mentioned before, yeah, Japan used to invade their original country during the Second World War. I mean, Japan has an in which China mostly influenced the culture of Japan itself. And the second is, yeah, they used to close the border from international trade, like North Korea uh, uh, is doing right now. Yeah, they just opened Nagasaki City in 15th or 16th century for a long time until the end of Second World War, and then that's why Nagasaki was chosen uh, to be the place to be the city to drop off the atomic bomb. Besides Nagasaki, at the time was one of the two biggest city for military base besides Hiroshima. And yeah, okay, next one. Yeah, I used to travel to Osaka, Hiroshima when my sister had a research there, and then Totori is well known as Conan City, since the Conan City, since the author or the creator originally comes from there, and then Tokyo. Lastly, I visited recently on the last year. So I recommend you why to visit Japan because it's close to Indonesia. Yeah, it's too naive to say that because yeah, it is it takes 7 hours to get there. However, it is still shorter than we go from Jakarta to Merauke or Jayapura. Like it or not, but yeah, so that's why I say close to Indonesia. And then it is will be free visa since October last year. And then yeah, the validity period of our passport is extended to 10 years. So yeah, it's beneficial. There is a beneficial. And then for me, Japan is a mixture of Asian and Western, when where they live in different. They don't doesn't like Indonesia who becomes conservative. Conservative. I mean, our life is based on the religion, but in this Japan it is mostly not. And then the third is cheap. Why? I'm gonna share the experience further. Next one, and then high work ethic. Yeah, it's depressing to work in Japan, but I think I can live up. I can live up with that. Okay. Okay. Besides that, yeah, the discipline is, and all, especially with the cleaning is very is very high. You can see this picture. This is the locker room of football national Japan football national team during the Second World War. FIFA football FIFA World Cup 2022, the last event. The players intentionally clean the locker room after using that after the match, and then also the fans, which the Japanese fans cleaning the were cleaning the stadium after watching the Japanese game, the match. And also for the one who loves Japanese cartoon or anime and also manga or Japanese comic, it is it is a lovely place to you because there is some restaurant or that is collaborated or they have anime there. And also you can do what is called pilgrimage, which means you visited the place which is the inspiration for the background set of the anime or manga, like this, and then like this, and also I did one this. Okay, then okay, but on my point of view and my uh, and my observation, there is Japanese characteristic that is which is interesting for me. The first is they cannot spell consonant beside except N. However, the sounds consonant N will be not tapi such as this. We will call this central, but Japanese will pronounce it centralu. And then the second one, we will call this batch, but Japanese will pronounce this, will call it bachi. Then the last one, how they pronounce McDonald will become this. Maku Donaldo. Yeah, it sounds weird, but for us, but yeah, that's what happens to Japanese. And then they pronounce F to H. Like in Indonesia, we have the word khusus. Yeah, it sounds like that. For example, coffee, they will pronounce kohi. And then the second one, spell the last name first or the family name first, such as you may know the you may know her. She is Yoko Ono. She is the wife of John Lennon, the Beatles John Lennon. Yeah, the name is Yoko Ono, but we have to call her Ono Yoko. Ono, it indicates that Ono is her family name. The next one, they are individualists. Yeah, they are individualists, and so individualists, there are several restaurants that have separated room for one single person, and you may see also several restaurants who don't provide seat, so you eat by standing up. And then the last one, and then the next one, they are indifferent, but I would say they are hospitable. Yeah. They yeah, they do whatever they want, and doesn't care about the people around them. Yeah. For instance, like I used to see some people jogging at 9 p.m. For me, it's ridiculous. But people don't care about it. And then privacy is everything for them, since if you buy a smartphone, Japanese produce smartphone, your camera shutter will be noisy, since even though your phone is gonna be on silent mode. Why does it happen? It is due to reduce the sexual harassment doing by Japanese, who is typically pervert. They take picture of underwear under the skirt. It doesn't make sense. And then if you take a picture of a point of view in a crowded, so you have to blur their face unless you know them. You closely know them, and also they predicted COVID. I mean, they already use mask before pandemic, since as an action to cover their face. It is all about their privacy for them. And then I would say Japan is living in the future by some tax or sophisticated things such as Shinkansen or bullet train, in which it can run up to 320 kilometers. And right now, the government is developing the Shinkansen speed up to 1,000 kilometers per hour, which means if we make an assumption, Jakarta duration Jakarta to Semarang, in which is gonna take 6 hours by Shinkansen, we just take for 25 minutes. And then also the second is vending machine. It is not there are 5 million and there are 5 million machines all over the Japan, and they just not only buy sell drink, but also many things such as office equipment. They can make ramen also. They use contraception as well. And then the second one is and then next one is about digitalization. They use cutting edge technology to support or encourage their lives, such as cashier, and then cleaning service, and many things. And this is the things that surprised me when visiting Japan. Okay, it's affordable to live. Why? Because the currency has gone down for about 30% since after pandemic. I don't know why. So yeah, and then also the food is actually cheap in the restaurant. So yeah, and then I don't know, I forget about the about the condominium, but I'll say it is typically affordable to live. And then they deny about the invasion to Indonesia. They don't know, and I assume that yeah, I used to have conversation with the Japanese, and then they don't know about that. So I assume that the Japanese government has closed that fact rigidly. And the third one, they still use cash for payment, also paper-based for daily activities such as taxi card for going in the office, and also they use paper for the sake of the communication. In which Indonesia we have become digitalized, and I would say the digital growth in Indonesia is definitely greater than Japan. And then they're struggling with English. Yeah, for them, what I can say, the structure of English is complicated for them. So yeah, they are struggling with by communicating in English. And so Japanese is clean, although there are less trash public garbage. Actually, they used to provide a lot of public garbage, but in 1998 there is an accident, precisely a bomb terror, that the bomb was planted in the public trash or public garbage. So then the government anticipate the possibility of happening the same accident by reducing the number of public garbage. And then the signature. If we are gonna sign any document, we definitely must sign sign the document with our signature. But in Japan, if I'm gonna, for instance, if I'm gonna sign a document, so what I'm gonna do is, yeah, just written my name. Yeah, your name is his role as has become your signature as well for the documentation. Or they use this unique temple. If I'm not mistaken, everyone in Japan has different hand temple. So yeah, it cannot be manipulated by other people. And then alcohol, yeah, actually they don't know that alcohol is harmful in Islam, but they just know that, but they thought that alcohol, yeah, indeed that alcohol can be assumed by in Islam, but they don't know that the context is just we drink the alcohol. They don't know that we use hand sanitizer, which consisting of some percentage of alcohol, is prohibited. So yeah, when we, for instance, spraying the hand sanitizer to our hands, it means they think that it is illegal or is not legitimate. Yeah, it's weird, but yeah, that's happened. And then there is some tourist destinations around the city. If you just are walking around the city, you can go to the arcade. I think it is popular for the young people like me, and then also the castle, screen, and also temple, where there is a rental for kimono that you can rent for for some period of time, and you can take picture with that for the sake of your memories, to prove that you have been good, you have traveled there. And in this in castle, shrine, and temple, there is some what I can say, prediction of your life. You need to pay for 100 yen, or equal to 10,000 rupiah. Yeah, and then if you got a good fortune, you can keep it on your purse, or on your wallet. But if you don't like it, you can tie it up in the, what I can say, in the place that they have provided like this. I used to have a chance to withdraw. Yeah, it is actually typically small fortune, but it is yeah, slight fortune. But for me, I assume this is that fortunes. I mean, I don't feel pleased about that. So yeah, I decide to, yeah, tie it up on the on the place they have they have provided. And also make coffee. Yeah, they will there are many stewards there to to wear maid costume. But yeah, be careful when you get there. There are some maid cafe that is typically something like red light district in Netherlands. What is the red light district? So I think I don't need to give a further explanation. You can googling about the red light district in Netherlands. And then about the amusement park, especially Disneyland, and also Universal Studios. Yeah, they have there are a bunch of attractions there with animated, in which there are not many in which exclusively only in Japan. So yeah, it's kind of interesting for the one who loves amusement park, and also anime and manga. And then if you are only going travel to Tokyo, I would recommend Ginza for people who likes to go shopping, and also for anime enthusiasts or manga enthusiasts. I can recommend it to Akihabara. It is such a paradise or heaven for you. And then when I visit Japan in the end of the last year, there are many recent updates that makes me surprised. The first is Tokyo is overpopulated, and the government offers 1 million per yen per child to live Tokyo in. It means if I have 2 kids, so I got 5 kids, so I got 5 million yen, or if it's converted, it is equal to 500 million rupiah. And if you are looking for job to Japan, it is suitable for you, since the government looking for the foreign labor, since the average labor in Japan is 40. It is a ridiculous number. It's a great insane number. I even couldn't believe that. And then, yeah, Japanese army is fighting against North Korea. Yes, it is true. It is not totally wrong. Yeah, they're preparing to fight fight against North Korea by increasing military budget from 1% to 2% from their inland revenue. Yeah, I mentioned that it is not totally wrong when they preparing to fight North Korea. Yeah, they cannot fighting against or initiate the war, but they cannot just fighting back or defense. Why? Because it is the consultants. Why? Because it is because of him, Emperor Hirohito, who wasn't punished by the by the alliance during the Second World War. So by him didn't be executed, they get executed. So the Japan army is only able to defend, not to initiate the attack. So they can defend, and they can only defend. And who is gonna attack or initiate the war if they are willing to do is America. Yeah, if you go to Japan, there are a lot of U.S. army force there as a part of the Japanese military force. And I'm gonna give you tips for visiting Japan. For visiting Japan, first is definitely learn some Japanese or words or the conversation. For the sake of the respecting their language. And then second, don't choose direct flight to Japan. If you ask me before COVID pandemic, I would say I would highly recommend you to choose direct flight, but the ticket is insanely costly. It is about it is definitely three times now, three times expensive, more expensive than it used to be. And bring universal because it is different with Indonesian. And don't forget to bring electric socket if you bring some many more than one gadget. And I truly recommend you to rent Wi-Fi rather than roaming, since the signal from the Wi-Fi is definitely stronger, and also it is affordable, and it is worth to buy, and it can be connected to up to 6 devices. So yeah, it is important. And also you can travel in fall or winter to see the sakura flower, or this one is called as momiji flower, momiji leaf, which is similar to maple leaf. And for the affordable, if you don't have much money for travel to Japan, I would highly recommend you to eat food from mini market or convenience store, since the food coming from the convenience store is as delicious as the restaurants, since the food is taken from the local restaurant as the obligation given by the government for the convenience store to take food from a local restaurant, in which they are local restaurants are expert in one in one menu. And then if you're traveling to Tokyo, I will recommend you to go shopping at Ueno Market, since the price the goods are sold in the high discount, so you can get up to more than 50% discount when you go to Ueno Market. And also you for getting tax free, you have to spend more minimum 5,000 yen, or equal to 500 rupiah. And then mobilizing by public transport is a common thing to save your money, and then the public transportation is on time and also integrated and also is cheap rather than going by taxi. And then this is the card for the public transportation in Japan, which are Suica and Pasmo. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you. Is there any question? Let me know.
All right, thank you, Mr. Hardy. That was a very interesting presentation, and I enjoyed it, and I'm sure everybody enjoyed it too. And of course, guys, this is the end of the presentation, and I'm sure some of you have questions. So if you have any questions, please raise your hand. Raise your hand first. All right, Kaifa. All right, please, what's your question?
Okay, so for what is the name of the presentation? The presenter again?
Mr. Herdy.
Yeah, Mr. Herdy. So I get a question for Mr. Herdy. I don't know if you've explained about this or not yet, but I don't know if Japanese has an army where they like punish by America to not have an army.
Yeah, they actually have the army, the army force, but the function is just to defense. They cannot attack or initiate the attack. If Japanese would like to initiate the attack, they have to confirm to US army force first, and it doesn't take time since many US army is in Japan. If you travel to Osaka, Tokyo, Okinawa, and other cities, you can see American with the soldier uniform, which indicates that they are the US Army.
All right. Thank you so much for the answer.
Okay, you're welcome. Mr. Pat.
Yeah, the next question.
I have a question about Japan being cheap. So is it as cheap as the other Southeast Asian country, or is like average Jakarta cheap?
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is definitely. It is indeed. It is still costly, more costlier than Southeast Asia. But compared to the metropolitan cities or developed countries, I would say Japan is affordable to live. For instance, if you can you can have a delicious food just starting from 300 yens, or equals to 3,000 rupiah at 30,000 rupiah, and then you can have bento lower than 500 yen, or equals to 5,000 rupiah, in which 50,000 rupiah, in which in Indonesia it is, especially in the big cities, it is the same price tag. But yeah, with the high level of the, like I said, the high level of the high rate of the living cost in currency, or different the high level of the standard of the developed countries. So I am going to say it is definitely cheap. Yeah,
I have one more.
I
question. I have one more question.
Okay.
So if I may ask, do you spend less money or more money when you go to Japan? I'm curious.
Yes, definitely. I was spending a lot of money beyond my expectation. The first expectation when I go to Japan is, yeah, I'm gonna save my money. I'm gonna save my money. I'm gonna save my money. And then there are a lot of unique things that is on exclusively only available in Japan. And then if the price, and then also the price is relatively cheap. So yeah, I spend my money. For instance, uh, uh, I used when I got there, I intend to, yeah, save my money, and then I saw many delicious food, and then many unique uh, unique stuff, and I buy it, and I intend to myself also to not to buy shoes, a pair of shoes, but when I want to leave Japan and I saw uh, the shoes sold 60% cheaper than in Indonesia. So yeah, I just I just decided to buy. So be careful, but I would say that you can travel to Japan with the affordable budget, but yeah, you have to have more patience or with your with your belief or with your mind. So yeah, so nail it in your minds that, yeah, I have to save my money. I have to save my money.
Right. Thank you, Mr.
Okay, Mr. Mr. Redis, what do we ask?
Okay, so Mr. Herdy, I have two questions. First question for me, and first question actually for my brother here, Fafian, my student. So my first question is, we know based on your story, also Japan is quite modern. So my first question, how do you think about teenagers or young generations in Japan? Do you think that they actually like to study a lot, so that's why the generation is, I mean, like, the technology is advanced, or it's because of the old generation that makes it like that based on your experience? Yeah. And my second question is from Fafian. He asked about, do you use katana or samurai, or probably you become the who do we call that one, samurai X? Yeah, actually my
Ninja
second
or
question is, do you use katana or not? That's the second one. Thank you, Herdy.
okay, for the second question, I definitely didn't. And because I don't like this kind of stuff. And then for the first question, yeah, I'm gonna say because of the young generation, Gen Y, Gen Z, and also Gen Alpha, has contributed for the, what I can say, uh, the cutting edge techno for their cutting edge technology. But somehow their old generation still, because still have contributions, because young generation doesn't want to be don't want to be employed. They choose to be rather to be what I can say, entertainer, artist, or even entrepreneur. But yeah, I would say that there is a mixed combination, combination between those old and young generations. So yeah, for instance, you may know 4G technology is originally created by Indonesian, right? Mr. Hoirin Anwar, in which who is right now, he is my lecturer. He used to be my lecturer. So, yeah, I think it is combination between young and old generation. But for Indonesian to apply job to Japan, I would say that it is they are not to become racism unless unless you unless you learn the Japanese, the hiragana or kanji or anything. as well as you you make yourself as Spanish, so yeah, you will have a high appreciation for you will get high appreciation from them. That's all, Mr. Dennis.
Thank you, Herdy.
Okay, and who's first, Mr. Fabian or Miss Elvira?
Mr. Fabian first, actually.
Oh, okay, Mr. Fabian, go ahead.
So, sir, I have a question for you. So, is it really difficult to search for halal consumes in Japan?
Oh yeah, uh it is not too much. I think it is quite easy to look for halal food, but that you have to be careful. And you can search on Google halal food, halal restaurant nearby you. And oh yeah, and I forget to mention about the and then you can using Google Maps, since it is definitely detailed telling about your location of restaurant that you wanna visit. For instance, you are 10 kilometer far away from the restaurant, and then you definitely going to be directed by Google Maps to use train or bus, and then it is detailed. For instance, you have to go to the station, and then you have and then you will, and then it is it consists of they are gonna Google Maps are gonna give you the schedule of the train itself, and then also they Gmaps recommend you what I can say uh, which part of the train that is less busy, so you can get there, and then you can get out of the train quicker or easier in order to what I can say to avoid the crowd. So yeah, it is definitely easy to choose halal food, but it's still, yeah, search on you can use Gmaps.
All right, thank you, sir.
Okay, Miss Alvira, is there any question?
Okay, I have a question. Uh, uh, um, do you have experience interact with young Japanese people? Because when I go to Japan, I think 6 years ago, I had experience. Japanese people is very protect about privacy. Even though my supervisor, I don't have a mobile phone. I just contact directly or using email. If you have experience interact with young people, young Japanese or young generation people, it is the same or it is different, because all of my college is protect privacy. Yeah, we just talk in office, and after that we discuss in email. Thank you.
Yeah, I used to have the experience with the similar age as me. Yeah, I think they have the same method with what you have with what you had. Yeah, they as I mentioned before, yeah, they are privacy means everything for them. They are very protective, even though for instance, like you have to blur face of a picture from the crowd unless you closely know the guy, and then yeah, they feel that personal issue is not is harmful to be brought to the to the what can I say to the formal informal discussion. So yeah, after working out, they they are gonna, what can I say, hang out on restaurant and then drink, eating food and then drink sake or alcohol or other alcohol, and then they feel cheer up, and then after that, everything is like disappearing, like it doesn't, like it doesn't happen before. So yeah, mm, yeah, I would say that, yeah, even though I used to ask the contact of people of the young generation, young people that I used to interact, and they feel and then feel regret to, if I if he gave her number. So yeah, it is such a, I think it is going to be common in Indonesia as well. I see many my coworkers do that, but yeah, still I think it is such a weird or odd experience for me, Miss Alvira.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Herdy, for your sharing experience.
Okay, thank you, Miss Alvira. And Miss Dian.
Is it okay? Actually, I'm a moderator. As a good rule of thumb, a moderator actually is not allowed to ask a question. But is it okay if I ask a question?
It's okay, Miss
Yeah,
Dian.
Yeah, it's okay with
Yeah,
you.
go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. So yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. I talked to my son. Yeah. Say. Okay. What was my question? Oh yeah, about Japanese. Can't speak English well. So how did you communicate with them? Because yeah, I found it hard to speak with Japanese when I host a Zoom meeting, and one of the participants is yesterday. Yesterday I hosted another Zoom meeting, and one of the participants was a Japanese, and yeah, I tried to be polite. I tried to listen carefully to her when he spoke English, but still it was quite hard for me to understand. So how did you communicate with them? So can we say that you are Japanese proficient?
Okay, the first thing that you have to do is being sincere. You have to be heartfelt with
With
the
yourself?
yeah, I mean, you have to be heartfelt with with them. I mean, I used to have a conversation with my acquaintance in Japan. Yeah, I'm gonna say acquaintance, but somebody that I just knew. Uh, I said, I speak to her like this. Yeah, I'm gonna in the future I'm gonna be a filmmaker, and then blah 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 blah, and I wanna apply to some company, and then blah 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 blah, and then
Yeah.
and then she did interpret that
Oh, you.
that I that I that I'm gonna be the entrepreneur or owner of the production house, the movie production house. So yeah, and then I explained to her once again, and then she did the same as well, the interpretation as well as before, and then yeah, I just had to, and then yeah, and then I would say yeah.
Oh, I see.
But if you have for me, if you have a chance, you can use your gesture or the
Yeah.
and this way I don't recommend you, but if it is if you got no choice, yeah, you I think you can email them, text her or text him, so they can maybe copy and paste it to the Google Translate, and then to the Japanese, and then yeah, the last one, the last method is I don't recommend you, but if you got no choice, and if you got no choice, yeah, if you got nothing, yeah, you have to text, and then they copy paste to the Google Translate. So yeah,
I see.
for a Zoom meeting, yeah, they can use Zoom meeting chat, and then they can
Yeah,
paste to
the
the
meeting
Google.
actually, it was a meeting, and she didn't open the camera, and I tried so hard. I struggled to understand every single word she said, but I do understand the pattern, and that's why there there are several there are some unique patterns, right? Like when they want to say laptop, instead of saying laptop, they said raputopu like that. But
Yeah, yeah,
still, it's hard. It's hard. That's why I wonder how you communicated with them.
yeah. So yeah, it is a little bit helpful since I watch anime, anime, and also I read manga, and also I watch NHK, NHK, the TV program from Japan, the TV station from Japan, and then it is kind of helpful for me. But at the first time when I visit Japan, or when I was visiting my sister, yeah, I struggle. I was struggling with them. So yeah, as a musician, they cannot spell consonant. Uh, I use when they say I have to waifu in my house. I interpret that she she has two wives in same house, so it's ridiculous. So waifu, it means Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi. So yeah, it is kind of
I
yeah.
see. I get it now.
You have to be patient with them.
Yeah, I get it now.
Yeah, so yeah, we are lucky to be Indonesian, since we have flat, flat accent that we can adapt with another
Mm.
with another accent. So Indonesian and Scandinavians are Norway, Denmark, Sweden, and Iceland is the people is have flat accent, in which they become excel at impersonate other accents, as Spanish, South Korean, French, German, Finnish, and even though the British as well.
Yeah, yeah, I get it now. Thank you, Mr. Herdy. So
Okay.
I'm not the only one that can.
Yeah, I used to feel the same.
All right. Okay, I think it's time for a breakout. To Mr. Dennis, am I right?
Yes. Yes. Before the breakout room, just worry that some people might leave. Would you mind to turn the camera on? So we're gonna take the picture first before I put you all into breakout room. It seems that many new names here joining the meeting tonight. Okay. So okay, I'm gonna count by 3. Yeah. 3, 2, and 1. Thank you. Wait. Yes. So now we're gonna put you into breakout room. In this breakout room, you are going to discuss with your partner for 15 minutes. Since we have 22 participants, I'm gonna make into 13 rooms. Okay. Yep. Wait. Just a minute. Just a minute. Okay. Okay. Wait, yeah. All right. In room 1, there will be Miss Dira and Mr. Febri. In room 3, there will be Miss Haura and Mr. Torik. In room 4, there will be Miss Dian and also Mr. Azcanio. In room 5, there will be Mr. Mehdi and Miss Tiara. In room 6, there will be Miss Tika and Miss Pawantina. In room 7, there will be Miss Elvira and Miss Rahmi. In room 8, there will be Miss Elita and Miss Nurul. In room 9, there will be Mr. Kaifa and Mr. Fabian. Room 10, there will be Mr. Herdy and Mr. Sugianto. And room 11, there will be Mr. Acep and Miss Aida. And room 2, Mr. Fat, probably with me, unless somebody else joining later. So you are going to be with your partner to speak for 15 minutes. Okay, I open the room, starts from now. Mr. Febri, do you still have the problem to join the breakout room? Okay, it seems that everyone's already in the main room soon. Okay. Yeah. Cool. So I'm gonna recreate the room. Yeah, please tell me if you already with this same partner. Yeah, so okay. Room 10, room 11. Wait. Okay. Just a moment. Oh, there you go. Miss Mami Malone. Okay. So please tell me if you're already with this partner. Room 1, there will be Miss Haura and Miss Rahmi. Room 2, there will be Mr. Mehdi and Miss Tiara. Room 3, there will be Mr. Acep and Mr.
Dennis. Sorry,
Yes.
I just speak with Miss Tiara.
Oh, you just speak with Miss Tiara, yeah? Okay. Thank you to remind me, Mr. Mehdi. So Mr. Mehdi will be with Miss Pawantina, while Miss Tiara will be with Mr. Acep. Room 4, there will be Miss Elvira and Mr. Fabian. Room 5, there will be Mr. Fat and also Mr. Herdy. Room 6, there will be Miss Nurul and Miss Tika. In room 7, there will be Miss Elita with Aida, Safia Aida. Room 8, there will be Mr. Sugianto and Ascanio. In room 10, there will be Mr. Torik with Kaifa. In room 9, there will be Miss Dian and Mr. Febri. And room 11, there will be Miss Dira. Okay, sorry. Miss Dira will be with Mr. Wait, hang on. Somebody just left. So, okay. Let me repeat again, yeah. Let me repeat again. But Miss Mami Malona's not here yet. Okay. Let me just open the room. If Aida's not there, yeah. Okay. If you're already with the same partner, just click help because the time's gonna be long then if you are with wait just a moment, yeah. Yeah, let me just open the rooms. You will have 12 minutes to discuss. Start from now. I will put her together with room 2. Miss Tiara, can you join? Okay. Hello, Miss Tiara, can you hear me? Okay, there you go. We are waiting for some others, yeah?
Hello.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, we have coming back here in the main room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, everyone. So probably I will give back to Miss Dian, and Miss Dian can ask Mr. Herdy for the last statement probably before we choose the new.
Okay, sure. Mr. Herdy, would you please give us the last statement to wrap up our meeting for today?
Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm not good at this, but yeah, Japan is I would say if you if that it is your first time to travel abroad, I think many people said yeah, travel to Singapore or Malaysia first. Yeah, for me, both of Singapore and Malaysia are the same, are typically same in Indonesia, so you don't feel the differences when you travel to Japan, which is yeah quite close to Indonesia, I would say. Yeah, there is plenty of differences that we can tolerate or that we take as a learning for us. Yeah, I think at least once in your life if you have a chance, I think go to Japan and then feel the vibes of there. Yeah, there are many things that I learned from Japan. So they like to use public transportation. So yeah, after coming back to Japan, I prefer using angkot, bus, not Gojek, or my private, my own motor transportation. Yeah, as the thing as the part thing or the things that I learned from Japan. So yeah, I think that's it. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Herdy, for the statement. So, as usual, we are going to find new speaker and new moderator. But before that, probably there are some new participants here. Yeah, and you guys probably can introduce yourself more. So I probably would like to give chance to Kaifa. Kaifa, can you please introduce yourself?
All right. So hi, night everybody. My name is Kaifa, and if you're wondering what is my short name for that, you can just call me Kai. That's what people usually call me. And my hobbies are playing guitar and photography. You can check my work at Kai Took Pictures on Instagram there if you want to see it this year. And maybe give me a follow there. I appreciate it so much. And I am 14 years old, so I'm currently in third grade in junior high school. And yeah, I think that's all. Thank you so much.
And how do you know this program from?
I know it from you, Mr. Dennis. You know, you said it.
No,
You
I
said
don't want
it
to
to
ask
me.
that question, but I need to ask that. Thank you, Kaifa. Thank you,
You're
Kai.
welcome.
Okay, besides Mr. Kai, we also have Fat. Fat, would you mind introducing yourself, please?
Yes. Hi everyone. Good night. My name is Fath. Uh, I mean, my full name is Muhammad Quds Alfat Ramadan. People usually call me Fath or Al, preferably Fath. And I am 15 years old, and I'm s- I'm still I'm on the same school as Kaifa, and I am third grade on my junior high school. Is that correct?
Yeah, ninth
And
grade.
yeah, my hobbies are playing games and video editing. And yeah, I think that's about all. Thank you.
Thank you, Fat. Yeah, you know this program also for me, so I will not ask you the same awkward question. Okay. Beside Fat, we also have, I think, Miss Tiara Radini. Are you the first one joining tonight's meeting, Miss Tiara?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Would you mind introducing yourself and can you tell us how do you know our program from?
Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Tiara Ladini. You can call me Tiara. I'm final year student at college, Malang of University, and I live at Malang. I'm doing my thesis, and I know this program from Mr. Tariq Ramadan.
Oh,
Nice
Mr. Tariq
to
Ramadan.
meet you guys.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Tiara. Okay, we also have Miss Rahmi El Zufia. Would you mind introducing yourself and tell us how do you know this program from?
Okay, my name is Rahmi Al-Lufia. You can call me Rahmi. I know this program from Lutfi. Lutfi is the one of Mr. Dennis students, and now she's in Taiwan, one of the university in Taiwan.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Rahmi. Also, you know it from. Are you also in Taiwan now, Miss Rahmi?
No. I live in Bandung.
You live in Bandung. Okay, great to have you here. Thank you, Miss Rahmi. Okay, beside Miss Rahmi, I also have Fabian. Fabian, would you mind introducing yourself, please?
All right, so good night, everybody. My name is Fabian Zulkifli. You can call me Fabian. I am 15 years old and I am Kaifa's classmate. Yeah, so I'm in junior high school in 3rd grade. And my hobbies are learning a new language and maybe learning mathematics, I guess. So thank you.
Thank you, Fabian. So it's not only Haura from junior high school now, yeah? Haura, you have many friends tonight. Yeah. Okay. So I think everyone else are the members. For the newest participants, if you want to join our WhatsApp group, you can join our WhatsApp group on this link. I will share the link. Yeah, you can also, yeah, if you want to join, I'm sorry, last time I actually put you into my alumni group, so probably you guys shocked. Where am I last time? Because I thought it's good information for my alumni, but I think it's not a good one because it's private group and I put you into that private group. I'd like to say sorry. And for the newest one also, if you want to follow our Instagram, we have our Instagram here. The invitation always be made by our best brother here, which is Mr. Acep. Mr. Acep always do the invitation very well, while the one who posts into our Instagram. So the Instagram name is speaking.practice.group. Yeah. Yeah, but last time I invite my son, right? So it's Alpha Gen. So my son is 4 years old. So probably we will also invite the 70 later on. So Miss Elita will not feel I'm the oldest one here. No. Later we will invite some other different generations. So that's why language can be spoken by anyone. So since next week we are going to have the new topics. Does anybody here want to deliver a topic? Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, Mr. Who's
Mr.
Sugianto, maybe it's
Mr. Sugianto first, you mean?
No, the from the talking before.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I wanna last time no, it was actually
Mr.
make up plan. But if Mr. Sugianto want to be next week, there will be you might actually Miss Alita mentioned about it. I wanna ask Mr. Sugianto, yes or no. I will not force. But if you say yes, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Then Mr. Sugianto, do you want to be the next speaker?
I only join 1/2 times, not 2.
What do you mean? 1.5 times? No, you join more than 2 times. No, you join more than 2 times. I know. But you can say yes or you can say no.
No.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Sure, it's okay. It's okay. So who else here? Miss Dira. I know it's been a long time. But last week you also joined. Do you want to be the presenter next week, Miss Dira? I think you never become the presenter, Miss Dira.
I think not yet, Mister, because I'm not in my town and I'm nomaden.
Okay, sure, it's all right. Haura, you have many friends here, Haura. So
No, I want.
it's okay. Yeah, no, yeah, we're not force anyone. That's what I agree. Brother Acep, probably. I'm asking if you can.
Let me check. I think that's all right.
So you can be the speaker next week, yeah?
Yes, no problem.
Awesome. So now the moderator, Miss Elita, have you become the moderator?
I think I'm not good in that.
No.
No. I cannot.
Okay.
Miss Hawa.
All right. Anybody wants to be the moderator? If no, I'll be the moderator then. This is my last weapon. So if nobody said, I'll be the moderator. Nobody? Okay. Hopefully Kai, Fabian, Fat, previously I also have Aida. You guys can join again next week. So you might be the presenter, yeah, because Yeah, we probably, if you want to share anything, yeah, we are serious group, but not serious. I mean, like, you can talk everything. It doesn't need to be very advanced. Yeah. So cool. So next week, yes, Miss Valentina, do you want to be volunteer to be the moderator?
No, no. I just want to ask, is there still any meeting during the Ramadan?
Oh yes.
Or
Next week's the not yet
the
Ramadan, right?
last one? Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
the last one.
That's true. Next week it's gonna be the last meeting in the evening. In the evening.
Oh, in the
So
evening, wow.
yes, we're gonna. Last year we did in the morning, so we're gonna do it on Sunday morning during Ramadan. Yeah. I'm so sorry. It's probably similar meeting with Miss Dian, but I think the best one probably will be on Sunday morning. But again, this group is not compulsory. So if you want to join, you join. If you don't want, swipe. I'm just kidding. It's the TikTok things. Okay. So before we
What
finish,
time, Mr. Dennis?
it's gonna be at 6 usually with Dian.
Oh
6.
yeah, the same time. I'm 6:30,
Yeah.
but it's
But
okay.
it's
Maybe I
gonna
can.
be next 2 weeks. Yeah, it's gonna be started from next
Yeah,
week.
I can
during
reschedule
Ramadan.
mine. It's okay. I can reschedule mine. Maybe on Saturday morning.
Sure. Thank you, Miss Dian.
You're welcome.
I forgot last year we started at 6 or 6:30 or 7. Yeah. I need to double check again with the, but we still do the speaking practice group in Ramadan. Yeah, but in the morning, not in the evening. So probably you will be so tired if in the evening. So that's all for tonight. If you can turn your camera on again, we're gonna take the last picture for tonight. Okay. Yes. Miss Dian's accent's very good. And that's why Miss Alita said that Miss Dian is the English teacher. So,
I joined the session with her, and it's very
interactive.
Yeah, interactive. Thank you, Miss Dian.
Thank you, Miss
You are
Dian.
welcome, and please bear with my talkative thing.
Okay, let's take a picture together, yeah. Oh, we're gonna take a picture together. Kira udah bobo tadi. Belum. Nah, this is my alpha generation. There you go. Yeah. Hai, louder tuh. 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much. Have a great night, everyone. Sampai ketemu.